Hello, this is Carol, the Otherwise Woman. Thank you so much for coming to my reading. We're looking at the prevailing energies that will be with us from the full moon on December the 4th until the new moon on December 19th of 2025. As usual, this is all for entertainment purposes only. Any resulting enlightenment is purely coincidental and unintentional. Wink, wink, wink. So let's take a look. We have the Sun card from the Wisdom of the Cailleach deck, the King of Vessels or Heron from the Wildwood Tarot, and Holly here is our Celtic tree ogham. Very seasonal, don't you think? So I'm going to start with the Sun. My first reaction when seeing this is, well, of course, it's referring to the solstice that is coming up. This moon cycle ends just before the winter solstice in the north, the northern hemisphere, and the summer solstice in the southern hemisphere. So sun, solar energy, of course, naturally would be quite prominent, but this is also a card of celebration and joy. There is absolutely nothing negative here about the Sun card, which tells me we'll have reasons to celebrate. There will be, well, good things to focus on and to be happy about. I know there's a lot of crappy stuff going on in the world and in our lives, but maybe those will take a back seat during this time. Looks like it anyway. Now, holly is associated with unconditional love, but this is not a wimpy kind of unconditional love that just allows itself to be used and, used and abused. The person offering the unconditional love just gets walked all over. No, this is about separating ourselves from anything that doesn't feel loving. It helps us to feel a renewed purpose in life. If we've felt like we don't know what to do, we don't know how to handle a situation, we don't know, why am I here? What am I doing? Where are the cookies? Holly helps us find that purpose, find that drive, and disentangle ourselves from any emotional turmoil that could be hindering us. Now, while it does help us see other people's perspective as well as our own, it can allow us to bring, well, the disagreements, the disharmonies that are holding us back, causing us upset, to come out so that they can be worked through and released. And so this is a good, I feel like a good emotional cleansing energy, and then keeping us focused on the positive again. I don't want to go with toxic positivity because that's definitely not what I'm feeling from either the Sun or the holly, but it can help us release the emotions that are not good for us. This would be a good time to do any sort of cord cutting rituals. If there are people in your life that you have emotional ties to that just aren't helpful, it's time to let that go. Send those people away with blessings. We want the best outcome for everyone concerned. Well, maybe you don't necessarily want the best outcome for people if people are hurting you, but if it will teach them a lesson they need, okay. And now the King of Vessels or Heron also carries some of this energy. Well, a lot of this same energy because the vessel's suit is associated with the emotions, of course, and this is, as the king, this is someone who can stand in the middle as the heron is standing in the water on the land, can mediate, is concerned about other people, but doesn't sacrifice himself, herself for other people. So like it's this unconditional love that isn't wimpy, you know, isn't going to take the BS, but may understand why the BS is being offered. This may require a degree of tolerance, and I feel compromise, but not compromise that feels like a loss. This is compromise that feels like a win-win situation for both parties. So I'm really liking this energy of love, happiness, resolving any issues you may have with loved ones or people in your environment, your co-workers, people you're around every day. So that's what I'm feeling. This is some of the best energy, honestly, I have felt in a long time. And I don't know. I hesitate to be overly optimistic because I am a Capricorn. I am ruled by Saturn, and very rarely have I overestimated the potential good in a situation. So the fact that this is affecting me on such a positive in such a positive manner makes me really look forward to this next moon cycle. I know I am at the full moon. I am going to make moon water. I have plans for it. Will be a full moon in Gemini, and I know just what to do with that. And as we're looking forward to the holidays, whatever you may be celebrating, it looks like the plans will bring a lot of joy. Yeah. Reasons to celebrate. And on that happy note, I will say thank you very much for joining me. Please like, share, and subscribe. Do all those wonderful things. I appreciate it. YouTube will appreciate it. If you're interested in a personal reading from me, you can reach me at otherwisewomanccp@gmail.com. Okay, so during this period of the waning moon, from the full moon to the new moon, enjoy, and I'll see you back when there's a brand new moon and just before the solstice celebrations get underway. All right. Bye-bye.